walked in front of the students, means students were protesting there, and they walked in front of the students, and some besides, so their sides they walked, but the student marched as there are no police exist between beside or front and back. They walked in complete silence manner. There were no shouts, no slogans, and only the shuffle of feet could hear by the students. So as protest, there will be very much shouts, very much slogans, but nothing was there here. Only the shuffle of feet could hear. The drip of rain, and means the drop of the rain, and a low murmur in the middle of the crowd, middle of the protest. So this is about first para. Let's come to second para. Babu and Manju looked eagerly for Mohan. Yes, there he was, dressed in white pajama and cream colored shirt, with another boy, both holding aloft a picture of the Mahatma Gandhi. So see here, in video you can see Babu and Manju holding the photo of Gandhiji. So here he says, Babu and Manju looked eager. They both looked eagerly for Mohan. So means they are Babu and Manju, and they looked eagerly for Mohan. Yes, he says there he was, dressed in white pajamas. So they were dressed in white pajamas and cream color shirt with another boy. They both holding the photo of Mahatma Gandhi. So this is about second para. So let's come to third para. Their arms must have aged holding it up that way for so long, but their faces were expressionless. Now the leaders of the procession, Suman was one of them. They saw in excitement had reached the barred gates. A police officer, he was the DSP, Mohan told them, later came up to them. There was some conversation between him and the students. So they both were. Mohan says that they're both somewhere a little bit paining, maybe paining, because they were holding the photo for a long time, but there was no expression in their face. So now the leader protest. The leader was Suman, and they saw the excitement in that protest, and by that excitement only they reached a gate. So they reached a gate where they wanted to reach. A police officer, so there was a police officer, he was the DSP of that area. So Mohan told them later, come up to them. So there was some conversation between the DSP and the students. So this is about third para. The students seemed to be arguing. The rain had lessened now, and the police officer took off his hat and ruffled his hair. Once he laughed, showing all his teeth, but the students remained serious. One of them handed him a piece of paper. He told it without glancing at it and nodded. The students turned their back on him, and one of them shouted, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai. The other shouted back loudly, and then they briskly marched back the way they had come. So after they came to the gate, they reached where they wanted to reach. The student, there was an argument between DSP and the student. There was raining little bit, as you saw, in last para. In second para, they said there was raining, and some policemen took their hat and ruffled his hair. Means he did his hairs correctly as there was raining. So one of them policemen laughed and showed his teeth, but they were very much serious. They did not do any shots, or they did not hit any policeman. One of them in the protest gave the paper to the DSP. He took the glancing and he nodded. So after that the students turned back, and in the after turning back, one student shouted Mahatma Gandhi ki jai. The other also shouted back loudly, and then they moved back from where they had came to the gate. They moved back silently without no shouts and without no slogans. This is about fourth para. To fifth para. Is that all? Manju asked in disappointment. What else did you want? A dance? A drama? Babu asked scornfully. Never the else. He understood her feeling and asked Mohan the same question when he returned home. Why did you go back so quietly? Were you scared of what the police would do? So, after they came back, Mohan, so Manju asked, that's all. You did not do any slogan, any shouts. So he was very much disappointed. So Mohan says, what you need? You need a dance? You need a drama? Sorry, Babu asked it. He was very much angry by I asked him very much angriness. So he says, nevertheless, he understood his feeling and he asked Manju understood and he asked Mohan the same question when he returned. He says when Babu returned home, why did not you go back so quickly? He says, were you scared what the police would do? Why you did not go back so quickly? Why you go very in slow manner? Means why you came back in slow manner? You had come fast if you want. He came back very much quietly. So he says you can also shout no. You can also tell slogans no. Why you did not say? So he asked to Babu. Sorry, he asked to Manju. Mohan asked. So here is another character, Manju, Babu and Mohan. So three character, three boys. I said only two. Sorry. Mohan seemed immensely pleased with himself, scared. Not in the least. We had planned in this way. We knew they would stop us at the gate. We knew they expected us to protest and be violent. Oh, yes, they wanted us to do that so that they could beat us up and haul us away to jail. But we are not prepared to go to jail, not as yet. Anyway, not until we have given them much more trouble, and so we decided we would give them no chance at all. Sorry, 1 minute. No chance at all. What was the point then? Babu asked. While Manju listening earnestly, her chin cupped in her hands. It's like a declaration of war. We have told them this is war for us and you are the enemy. You don't start a war without first declaring your intentions, do you? So, in sixth para, after let's come to seventh para. Unless you are Adolf Hitler, Amma, who had been quietly listening to them, said with a small smile, right, which were not, so that how it was and what was that paper you gave the police. That was a notice served on the collector as representative of His Majesty government, asking them to quit India or face the consequences. So, his mother asked, unless you are Adolf Hitler, Hamas, his mother asked, who had been quietly, so his mother was quietly listening to the conversation of Mohan, Babu and Manju. After that, his mother asked, what was in that paper that you gave to that policeman? And that boy says that was a notice that was served to the collector of the district and it was representing towards his majesty government They were asking in that paper to quit India or face the problems that they will make or face the war. He is saying. Suman and another boy turned up after they had finished their dinner that night. The boy staggered with a large newspaper covered parcel in his hands. Go it? Mohan asked. His voice tensed with excitement. Yes, lot of trouble through. Where shall I take it? Here. Let me help you. My room, okay, Amma? No, I think the puja room is better. A light there will look more normal, right as usual, Amma. The puja room. Then the boy went away after a whispered conversation with Suman. The Suman Amma and Mohan went into the small puja room. Babu and Manju stared curiously over their shoulders, shoulders at the mystery parcel, which turned out to be a cyclo-stealing machine. So after this conversation, Suman and another boys take their breakfast and they take their dinner at night. So the boys looked at the state large newspaper covered parcel. There came a parcel after they had dinner. So they don't know what was in that. So go it. So Mohan asked, go it. His voice was little means tension, and with little bit excitement. What would be there in that parcel? Yes, lot of trouble though. He says, lot of trouble though. Where shall I take it? He says. Here, let me help you. My room, okay, Amma? So he asked, here, let me help you. Shall we take it to my room? He asked his mother. So his mother says, no. She says, I think Pooja's room is better. So there, a light there will look more normal. So a light will look only more normal. So they can't see there correctly. Right, as usual, Amma. He says, okay, Amma. The puja room. Then the boy went away after a whisper. Means the parcel boy who brought the parcel, he gone away. And the conversation with Suma, and they were little bit conversation with Suma. Then Suma, Amma and Mohan went into the puja's room. Babu and Manju stared curiously over the shoulders at the mysterious parcel. Means they were very much curiosity they had what would be there in the parcel, in the mystery parcel. And after that they come to know that is a cyclo-stealing machine. Means a taping machine. We would call it as cyclo-stealing machine. I would show it once for you. See, this is like a cyclo-stealing machine, and this is small style machine. This is just an rotary cyclo-style small. So these are cyclo-stealing machine. Babu Mohan said Babu. Mohan said as they settled down to work. Sit out in the front room and keep watch. Give us a warning if anyone seems to be coming to our house. Manju, go to bed, or else, he went on, noticing her crestfallen face. You sit here in the hall and pass on Babu warning to us. So after knowing about that say a parcel cyclo-stealing machine, Babu Mohan my Babu says Mohan said from Babu Mohan said that to sit at the front room, means front room, so that he could watch if anyone is coming towards their house. He can pass warning to them, and they will be get alerted. And Manju, they said Manju go to bed, but he does not go to bed. He come back of them, and they said Manju to sit there only on the sofa, so that if he gives a warning, you can hear and send to us. So this is about 9th paragraph.